Good morning. We're going to do a pork and cabbage and carrot spring roll today. So what I've done a little prep work beforehand because I didn't think you wanted to watch me soak the rice vermicelli noodles. So they just got soaked for about 10-15 minutes in warm water from the tap. And the other thing I had to prep are dry Shitake mushrooms. They needed to soak in warm water for about an hour. I got them at T&T in Calgary. And I bought these 5 years ago. So they come with a little auction thing. But if you can keep them in a dry place, they'll last for quite some time. So next, we need, I'm going to take these out because I could use that bowl for something else. It's over there, get rid of them. So we'll need 1 cup of grated carrot. And you can add more vegetables too. If you want to stretch this, you could make this all vegetable if you wanted to. Carrots and more same amount of noodles, but more carrots, more cabbage. If you wanted to have a vegetarian, just trying to think if we, yeah, or well, I guess it'd be vegan depending on the wrappers you use. But if you went, actually if you did them vegan, I would say add, like do your shiitakes if you can get them, then add maybe a ½ cup of just regular white mushrooms diced, just to kind of give you that meaty kind of substitute thing. I leave this core on until I get the slicing done because it holds the leaves together nicely. Just chop it finely. 2 cups of cabbage. I like this because a lot of the ingredients are easy to find, or I can substitute stuff. I've added shrimp. When I usually do a larger recipe, this is just a single recipe, but I'll add some uncooked shrimp, chop it up real fine, and it's really a nice kind of treat in it. I don't have uncooked shrimp today. Alrighty, so now we need our garlic. And this is to your taste. If you really like a lot of garlic, add lots of garlic. I do, so there's 4 cloves of garlic going into this. 4 big. And with a spring roll recipe, you want to have little bits. Don't want big chunks. You want this to kind of spread through the whole the whole filling. Okay, what else oh, I gotta prep my cilantro stems. It says 6 stems. And that, again, depends on the stem size. So a little under a tablespoon of the stems. The reason you do stems is if you put the leaves in and we're cooking this, the leaves will turn black and it just looks nasty. You get the flavor, but it just doesn't look good. And if you find a recipe for a Thai recipe that says cilantro root, which is quite common because again, it's to avoid that dark, nasty looking, you can use stems in place of root. It works just as well. Okay, I think, yeah. Oh, the seasoning for this. So, I did half teaspoon of white pepper, and a quarter teaspoon of black peppercorns. If you have the already ground, use the already ground. I whizzed it up in my spice grinder. You'll need soy sauce. That's it. So you got your meat that's marinated with 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, your noodles that are just soaked in warm water, your 1.5 cups, 2 cups of cabbage, your cup or so of carrots, about 1/3 cup of chopped mushrooms, whether you get the dry, fresh, a little less than a tablespoon of cilantro stems. Actually, I'm thinking that's about 1.5 tablespoons of garlic. And then you soy sauce, your black pepper, and some water, or if you did have the dried, the juice. Okay, let's get this going. The safety's on. Dummy, you gotta flip it around so it works. Okay, so we'll want a bit of oil in our pan. Any old good cooking oil. So first thing in is our garlic and our ground pepper. Okay. A bit more oil. So about 1.5 tablespoons of oil. So you just want to fry your garlic and pepper mixture until the garlic just starts to turn color. You don't want to burn your garlic. It's the nastiest thing you can taste, is burnt garlic. Just starting to turn golden. So now we go in with the 120 grams of pork that was marinated with 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Just break it up. Get that pepper and garlic mixed into it. Okay. So you just want to get this broke up into small pieces. And go in with all your carrots and cabbage. Your mushrooms and your cilantro stems. Wilt this down. It's already looking pretty dry. I'm just going to fill it of the mushroom water, a couple tablespoons, just to get that steaming a bit. There we go. Okay. So we put 1 teaspoon of soy sauce in the meat. Now we're going to put 2 more in with the veggies and meat again. And you can adjust this. If you want more soy sauce, put more in. If you want to keep it low sodium, put 1 in. Okay. Veggies are starting to soften. Oh, I forgot to chop the noodles. These noodles are very long. Try to wrap with them, and you'll have them sticking out everywhere, just like with what I said with the cabbage. Making it difficult and annoying. So just give them a rough chop. So now they're like that. Alright, that's everything in the pot. Oh. So you want to now cook these noodles because they are still a little chewy. You want to cook them till they're soft. And I forgot to let you know, We also need 1 tablespoon of sugar. If you don't want to have it, don't have it. But this will also help the vegetables wilt down. I'm just going to rinse my spoon out with a bit more water, so we're going at this bit. If I was putting shrimp in, I would wait to put the shrimp in, like I'd have my pork in, but I'd wait and do it at the same time as the vegetables. Because this is a cooked filling, so you're going to put it into your egg rolls, and when you go to fry your egg rolls, you're just crisping the outside. Yep, that was better. Okay, and the filling is done. Alright, we're back. Our filling has cooled down enough that we can work with it. I just left it on the counter for a couple hours and it's perfect. Just need a spoon, filling. You need spring roll wrappers. Let me go grab. So I picked these up at TNT in Calgary. It's Spring Home. So these are your big spring roll wrappers. They'll make you a spring roll about this big as you roll across. I like these, this size. There's 20 in this package, 50 in this, and then you can go down to, there's another package about that big. Those are a wonton wrapper, or if you're doing finger food for a party, they're really nice. They take about 2 teaspoons of filling, but they're just perfect for a single dip at a party and move on. So, Spring Home. One, put the point to yourself, get some filling. So that's a good generous tablespoon of filling for this. Maybe I could squeeze a bit more in. So you bring the, I'm going to turn this so you can see. So I bring the point over, bring that, pull back to tighten the filling, give one little roll, push the end in, over, push the end in, then take this over and roll it up. Oops, forgot my cornstarch and water, because these will not seal without some help. Now you see this one's ripped. I'd put that on the inside, so that rip side towards you, get your filling on. Bring this end up, over, tuck it back to tighten the filling. Oh, I ripped it. But guess what? It's early enough in the wrap that by the time I flip it over, that disappears underneath the top. Just get rid of that. I don't need any loose. Alrighty, I went ahead and finished up rolling them. I got about 30 in the end. So let's see, I'm heating up some oil so I can show you what they look like. Yeah, my oil's ready. Put a couple in. Nice tiny bubbles. There we go. I'll just get these out of the way. Get set up to take them out. So about 325, 350 you need your oil at. Oh yeah, coming good. And serve it with the red chili dipping sauce. Okay, those two are ready. Now the ones you're not going to cook all 30. You could, and store them like this and just reheat them if you wanted to. I like to cook them from frozen fresh for what I need that day. Oh, there was put them on the paper towel. And with this, carefully get this out of our way. Let's open one up and see what it looks like. Oh, nice and crisp. Yeah, warm on the inside. Looks really good.